Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Or, alternatively, we could also go with,
Hello. Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I think either of those really
Either way,
work.
it might not save the podcast.
No. I think it's just a matter of, are we going NPR or are we going
Joe Rogan experience.
wrestling, WrestleMania?
But you know what's great about the Joe Rogan experience? Is we know his name. We should introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
The Charles Nelson Project.
Okay, I'm Zach.
Hi, Zach.
We're recording this in my parents' basement.
Yeah.
Maybe the permanent location.
Maybe
but
at
least the first location.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, easy access to all the good stuff.
I'm in the bar.
You're kind of the bartender.
Oh, I wish I was a good bartender.
That's
You just need 2 weeks of those.
I got
classes.
there's a thing of Doers and some Glad garbage bags with odor shield. Could probably make a mean New Jersey pike bomb or whatever it's called.
Turnpike.
New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yep.
I don't want one.
You want one?
No.
Anything that involves
I don't.
being served with garbage bags, I don't want.
Anything
No.
with New Jersey.
Okay.
Well, there's that too.
New Jersey in general,
Yeah. I don't even listen to Halsey. That's how much I hate New Jersey.
Okay, I'm Alex, and cousin to Zach,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess coincidentally also second cousins to
Mr. Dylan Thompson.
Mr. Doctor Professor Dylan.
Mr. Doctor Professor. I have been called that. Dr. Jimmins. I go
true.
by.
That's true.
Former-
You have been contacted by legitimate.
I could
nursing...
try to qualify, but I'll probably get arrested down the line.
I forget what that. Did you ever respond to that? Or someone called?
I was too afraid, I think.
For impersonating a doctor.
Well,
that's a legitimate concern.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never been mistaken for many things, but
Yeah, because they called you at some point.
they called me. I
And they're
remember.
like, Dr. Gibbon, we need to schedule a surgery. Can you come in? You're like,
I hope I wasn't responsible for someone dying.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
They got
I'm
the wrong
not-
number. They never made the appointment.
Never found out it was a wrong number until it was too late.
I hate to break it to you, but I am not a doctor. I'm
Not a doctor.
sponsor.
No.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Okay, all right. Well, eventually. Yeah, so that was kind of. I have your contact in my phone. Is Dr. Gibbon.
Yep.
And I think it's a picture of Patrick. Yeah, still.
It is.
I haven't come up with a better nickname yet.
Yeah.
No.
And without a doubt, every single time I look for your name in my contacts, I always forget that I have you in as Dr. Gibbon. And I always type in D first. And
Well, doctors should show up then at some point.
it doesn't.
Why?
Because it's like a title.
DR.
I have the DR in front as the name,
But
You
but
actually-
it knows. It
Oh.
knows to separate it out. So it never comes up. So, like if I were to type J, then Gibbon.
Right.
Gibbon
You know who
would come
doesn't have that problem? Dr. Dre. Because it's just DR
It's-
both ways.
That's true. That is a good point.
I never thought about that. So this is the first podcast. There's a couple housekeeping things that we need to get out of the way. Probably is being that it is the first one would probably be the naming.
Yeah, so I have pulled up here. I have just a vague knowledge of
The league.
the actual League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. All we did was put a space in it. It's even spelled the same.
We're creative.
It's even spelled the same.
It's literally
Well,
spelled
no,
the
it
same.
is.
No, it's
Extraordinary.
Yeah, I know, but that has 5 words. Ours has 6 words.
right.
Right.
So it's a
Completely
space and an
Not
extra word.
even
Yeah.
close
I
to the same
see
thing.
that does
Yeah.
make sense now.
For trademarking purposes, we're totally safe.
We're
Not only is there a
It's
space,
not.
there's an extra word there now.
Yep, exactly. So the original, I wanted to look up some info on it, so I went straight to the source,
Wiki.
Wikipedia.
Yep.
You're right.
When was it?
And-
So it was a book originally.
Yeah. So the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is a comic book series co-created by
comic
writer
book.
Alan Moore and artist Kevin O'Neill, which began in 1999.
What
I
else,
thought that was much older.
I would have thought that too.
what else has Kevin O'Neill done? I've heard of him before.
Oh,
Just click his
well,
name.
okay, hold on. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole
Okay.
quite yet. We'll come back to that.
It's hard to backtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
frankly,
will be lost if we go down there now. So,
Lost.
excuse me. It says the series spans 2 6-issue limited series, Volume 1, Volume 2, and a graphic novel.
Who published it?
So this is America's Best Comics imprint of DC Comics.
Okay.
So it's somehow related.
Maybe it's a child company.
I thought this was much older. I thought this was like 50s, 60s.
So under the publisher, little sidebar here, it says ABC / Wildstorm / DC Comics.
Huh.
And
ABC is really.
I'm assuming that's the same. Oh nope, just kidding. That's America's Best Comics. That is yep. Uh-huh.
We're stupid.
Yep.
Get used to it.
So there was, let's see, what am I looking at here? So it says after, 3 graphic novels after.
So it wasn't very
19
popular, is what you're saying.
Well,
So they made a movie about it.
Made a movie.
exactly, yeah. So it did, the comics and the graphic novels and then 2003 film starring Sean Connery. And
So your dad. So your dad must have been thinking about Zach. We're talking about Zach's dad. Zach's dad must have been thinking about the graphic novel then, because then there was never another movie then prior to 2003's.
yeah, it must not have
Okay,
been.
that's fine because I did think there was also another.
Maybe you're confused because the graphic novels were titled 1910, 1969, and 2000.
Maybe that's why I thought it came
Because
out
the
then.
You
years.
saw the middle one and
69. I think
It's
there's
nice.
something.
I mean,
It's all
I think
series.
as an idea, I without reading the novels, comics, or whatever, just seeing the movie. This is 2003.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is the era that's giving us like when did Daredevil come out? 2003.
I can look it up.
Um,
I can be our internet guy.
Shrek.
SpongeBob, we are not cavemen.
I
Was
think
it
Daredevil.
2001?
Shrek was older than that. I want to say.
Okay, Shrek. But
Shrek
we're
2001.
we're
Wait,
talking
hold
about
on. Daredevil movie, or am I looking up
the movie
film 2003?
2003. I don't know why that one stuck out, but
Just you know your 2003 very well.
I do. But like I like Sean Connery as an actor. He does a lot of terrible movies. Everyone knows that.
I don't know if I've seen him outside of Bond.
Really. Have you seen Hunt for the Red October? Okay.
Nope. That's the only other one that would have immediately popped into my head.
Right. This I like this movie actually. I know it's probably been at least 3 years since I've seen it again, but
yep.
I do enjoy it because this is, people might hate this, but it's basically draws a lot of similarities to the Avengers. That it's it's a team up.
How many heroes or extraordinary men are you?
Yeah,
are there?
let's see.
I mean,
here.
extraordinary gentlemen
plus one woman, at least according to the movie.
Yeah. And a girl.
And-
the and-men.
Sandy's
and two
a-
girls.
Okay, League of Extraordinary. So there's
Different cast.
there must be different characters because there's a Nemo trilogy.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nemo was in it. Dory too.
Dory, Marlin,
Yeah.
Bruce.
Bruce.
So we've got Wilhelma Mina Murray was the first one. Alan Quartermain
Quartermain. Okay.
and Alan Quartermain Jr. I don't know if that's the
I
same
don't
person
know
or
that
not.
one.
Prince Dakar / Captain Nemo.
The first.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
Holly Griffin,
It's-
also known as Invisible Man 1.
It's kind of ironic because they had Dr. Jekyll,
Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll,
Yep.
Mr. Hyde.
Yep.
It's because the Hulk is a direct not rip off, but it's a direct influence.
Oh, sure.
Inspiration of
Dr.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's
I never thought about that.
but it totally
why.
is because
Yeah.
the Hulk has a separate personality from Bruce Banner.
Mhm.
So I mean, this movie is
And they don't really know each other necessarily.
and Nemo could be, I guess I could see it as being kind of Tony Stark because he's got the technology aspect. Because this is it's supposed to be early. Because like 3,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I forget when that's supposed to take place, but this is before like submarines, at least in the story. But like
1910.
he's a very
Someone's gonna yell at us. Be like,
Oh,
actually,
with
there were prototype submarines.
What are you talking about? All our facts are accurate.
There
Perfectly accurate.
there is
because they're coming from Wikipedia.
there is a turtle sub that was used in Revolutionary War, I think, but it failed. And I think the first submarine was actually used in the Civil War to effectively cause, I don't know if a casualty, but at least casualty of the ship it sank.
Yeah. Well,
And
Jack
not a-
Sparrow took the canoe and put it on his head, and then walked underwater with the air pocket.
Does that count as a submarine? I don't think that counts.
It's
'cause
a marine
What's the
boat
definition? Hold on.
under the water.
Hold on. I'm going to Google definition
Subaquatic
of submarine.
marine thing.
Definition of submarine. Click. All right. Submarine.
It's the second one. It's the second one.
Yep.
Oh my God. Wait,
Hold on. I'll get to the second one. The first definition: a warship with a streamlined hull. Designed to
Can I say
operate
the
completely
streamlined hull?
submerged in the sea for long periods, equipped with a periscope and typically armed with torpedoes or missiles. So no,
So
It had one of the four.
I would
Okay.
I would say it would have to have a periscope.
Yeah.
Okay. Second definition, which is specific to North America, as Google is denoting here:
So like 90% of the rest of the world is not agreeing necessarily with this definition.
a sandwich made of long rolls, typically filled with meat, cheese, and vegetables such as lettuce, tomatoes, and onions.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Jack Sparrow definitely ate a submarine. Then
He put a sandwich over his head and he went under the water.
yes,
Wow.
submarine.
I don't remember that, but
And he wasn't even North America
It's-
too, so
it's
he must
been a
agree.
while. Well, yeah.
North
Caribbean
Northern
is
hemisphere?
close.
Does that count?
It's close.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Interesting.
well, so sidetracked, but well, then they have the Invisible Man in that movie.
Invisible Man.
It's also kind of, it was I liked it.
Yeah, I like the picture. It's just a dude wrapped in toilet paper.
Right. Yeah. Well, because a lot of these would have been
Oh,
in
no!
99 open to public domain at this point.
I clicked on the Invisible Man link and it says this article has multiple issues. Someone needs to get on this.
Well, if you donated $3 to Wiki,
Internet
When it asked you
following.
for just a price of a cup of coffee, we could have
Prices
saved
of a cup of coffee every hour.
We could have saved Wikipedia,
You could have saved Wikipedia.
what would happen?
or just hire the guy that wrote like 9,000 of the articles.
I thought it was like way more
the
than
guy's
that.
doing it anyways. He doesn't
Yeah.
have anything else going on. He doesn't need money.
Yeah, that man has too much power.
What?
We all equally have the option to do what he does, but we don't, and therefore he has changed the world.
There's a lot of things like that, though.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't
No,
I didn't know as much about this as
it's a for sure interesting
I did.
concept,
Uh-huh.
even if you don't like the movie.
Does that mean, hold on. This is important.
Right.
Do I get to be Sean Connery?
What's your Sean Connery impression?
Oh.
You die at the end, so yeah, sure.
Oh, dang it.
I'll be
So you're saying as long as this podcast goes on, I won't die?
who's the young guy that's he's supposed to be an American crap.
In this?
Yeah.
There's Orlando,
Nope.
Thomas Karnacki,
Nope.
A.
Nope.
J. Riffles,
Nope.
Raffles, Emma Knight.
No. He should
Probably not Prince Dakar.
It's definitely not.
The only
Alan Quartermain.
Alan Quartermain and Holly Griffin are the only two.
Was it in the movie? Because in the movie,
Yeah, I suppose this
they find out.
this doesn't say necessarily that this is movie
We'll go to
specific.
the list. under characters.
So you know what the best
Where?
part of this?
The main article.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
The best part of this movie
Oh
is
my
it has
goodness.
the biggest plot hole, probably of any movie, at least that I know of.
Mhm.
Wow.
So this is pre World War One,
Holy characters.
and I'm gonna spoil this for you, Zach. But spoilers ahead for a movie that came out in 2003. But the main villain, his goal is basically to start a world war a few years before it actually happens.
Mhm.
So he's basically forming these acts of terrorism throughout the world, and they have to stop him. Long story short, the end sequence,
What?
Sean Connery, I think, stabs him or shoots him or something, and then it's revealed that it's somebody they know.
Is it what?
So
This is the same. What?
the guy that assembles the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen
Mhm.
basically forges this group, gathers all of these people together, tells them that they're being assembled to stop this bad guy,
Mhm.
just like these other groups before them stopped the force of evil.
Mhm.
All that's fake,
Mhm.
and then it's revealed that that guy that assembled them was the bad guy.
Was the bad guy.
So if he had not gathered anyone,
He would have.
he would have succeeded.
Well, it's
and
not a plot hole then. It's just a
which is a stupid.
dumb plot device.
So there was absolutely no reason for him
Right.
to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I clicked on list of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen characters. So this apparently is all of the people or characters that they've used in the comic book series and the Nemo spin-off.
so it's kind of like how the Justice League or Suicide Squad just rotates out characters.
Maybe? I mean there's
In the comics, they use different.
got to
they'll
be
use
close to
different-
100 names here
Oh,
or more. But the one that first caught my eye, and I don't know if this is divided up by like 20. No, because it said there
Well,
was
you
only 6. But anyways, one of the names under here is James Bond.
James Bond. What?
James Bond. And
Here's the problem. Are you putting too much trust in a Wikipedia article?
well, I don't know because here's the other thing. I went down a little further, and another one of the characters is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh my God! This might be the best thing ever.
And Santa Claus.
Wait, it's got John Carter in there, like
John.
from Terminator.
Oh, wait, where did you? Oh, yep. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna click on it. John Carter.
No.
We need
Something about mollusk invaders.
Army officer.
I'm gonna say that might not be the same.
He's a princess. She's a princess.
John Carter's. Oh, yes.
Wait, John Carter. Isn't John Carter the?
I think
was-
that's
what was the-
probably the name of the.
Wasn't
something that they were
Oh,
from.
yeah. Okay, no,
It's-
that's
it's-
the name of the comic, the graphic novel.
John Carter?
No.
Well,
It's
okay, but here's the thing.
But John Carter was remember the movie that came out that Disney made that flopped?
Yeah.
What was
Because
his
look at
name?
this.
Was it John Carter?
When you go under James
Yeah,
Bond.
that was John. That was
Because that's probably it. Because
no, but that one was about like gods in like no. I'm thinking of.
no, he finds a portal to Mars.
Does he?
Yeah.
Go to the
Whoa.
go to the movie.
I'm reading things about this, and
It's
very
it's
interesting.
not, no, it wasn't a portal. It puts his body asleep, and then he like somehow wakes up on Mars,
Uh-huh.
and then basically he gets, because the gravity's less, he's super strong,
Yeah.
can jump. Isn't that John Carter? That movie from like
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I'm thinking of Gods of Egypt, the movie. Ever seen that?
no.
It's literally just a guy going around killing a bunch of gods, like snakes and animals.
Okay, hold on. Before
He's
we
like a
get to that,
gladiator.
I want to go back to this real quick before I forget. It says James, and then in quotations it says Jimmy Bond, and apparently whatever he was in for the comics or graphic novels says he was only identified as Jimmy or as Sir James, as the James Bond character is not in the public domain. So they
So they-
used him without giving any credit to Ian Fleming or any of the
or Payne,
whoever owns the rights to
Well, it's probably the movie.
James Bond right,
Right.
now.
movie
But
studio. I think it's the movie studios.
right, yeah, whether it's
Right.
like Warner Brothers or whoever it is, but somehow
Am I right?
Yeah.
It is okay. So it's John Carter. There's another John Carter. It's like an older. It's based off an older book.
Just look at this. I mean,
How did that fail?
yeah, how did it fail?
what are we looking at? What are those things?
Did you never watch this movie?
I mean, I didn't.
No.
I didn't watch it.
It was. I don't know who.
It wants you to look at that picture. This is really good for
look at the Martians. They're
This
just
is
so fake looking.
Yeah, this is really good for the listeners of the podcast that are definitely looking at all the images we are right now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. Everyone
Knows John Carter.
Well, it's the failed Disney.
Yeah, it's like
So
Mulan
what-
2 or Alita Battle Angel.
Or Little Mermaid
Or
too.
Little Mermaid 2.
Somehow, okay, so this is saying the
Or The Lion
Doctor
King
was in
2.5.
it too from Doctor Who.
Huh?
Doctor Who
What about him?
was
Was in the.
Oh yeah, the Doctor from
was in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
So who wasn't in the League
Right?
of Extraordinary?
But this is what it is. It seems like it's.
Frankenstein's monster and a guy named Fu Manchu.
Look, can you look up?
the leader of the Chinese organized crime in Limehouse and personal and professional rival of Moriarty, which
Oh wait,
apparently
okay.
means
Sherlock.
that
So
Sherlock is in
Villains
here
can have
too.
evil or nemesises too, I suppose.
Oh, Goldfinger was in it in Godzilla.
Wait, what?
What? I need to look. What?
We
I,
need to
I
re-
want to watch or
Yeah, we
read
might-
this.
we might
This
need to
is
read these.
very
Well, these are
wide
characters.
ranging.
I mean, they're not exact. They're not
In it.
definitely part of the league.
Right,
They're
right,
just.
But just
Godzilla-
the fact
you're
that all these things are being
in
referenced in
there.
any way is
Godzilla's
very
not part of the
interesting.
league. You're
Yeah.
saying?
So you're
Thomas
saying.
Edison.
So you're saying that.
Oh my God, Thomas
Avengers-
Edison. He's like the Tony Stark of his era. Not really.
Oh, man.
So the Avengers is not the greatest fanfic entertainment mashup of all time.
This sounds better.
It's the League.
This sounds
of
way better.
Extraordinary
Could,
Gentlemen.
could you go to the go to like the movie page and
Movie
just
page.
look at the movie?
I will attempt to
Because
do
I know
that.
there is another main like American
Film
folk
of the
hero
same name.
that is
Film.
in it that I am not thinking of, or the name.
All right.
John Wayne.
It's John Wayne, the Duke.
Oh. Okay, hold on. All right. Let's see. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So this is the movie page. Also promoted as LXG.
I do remember that.
Is a 2003 steampunk diesel punk superhero film loosely based on the first volume of the comic book series, July 11th, 2003, 20th Century Fox, Sean Connery.
They had some
is-
big actors in that one.
Yeah, I don't recognize a lot of these names, but I'm not very good with actors or actresses'
2003.
names. So let's see. I'm just kind of skimming this.
Maybe
here.
I'm wrong. Maybe it was just Sean Connery.
So it says it features an assortment of fictional literary characters appropriate to the period who act as Victorian era superheroes. It draws on the works of H.G. Wells, Arthur Conan Doyle, Ian Fleming, Edgar Allan Poe. So that and Mark Twain. That must have something to do with it. That's kind of interesting.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
I really don't know much about this. So here's the plot. In 1899, a terrorist group led by the Phantom, spelled F-A-N-T-O-M,
He was Russian.
breaks into the Bank of England to steal Leonardo da Vinci's blueprints.
For what?
Of Venice's foundations.
It's
I
And
thought
that's
it was gonna
it,
be,
just
I thought it was
Venice's
gonna be his
foundation.
helicopter.
we're gonna make a helicopter.
Have you ever seen the blueprints for that thing?
It makes perfect sense.
It's literally just a coil of like flaps, you know, that go around, and the
Oh,
person
yeah.
inside just spins it really
you
fast.
might have more luck trying to get a bottle opener to fly.
Okay, yeah. So they were gonna kidnap several German scientists. This Phantom,
The best of the
organization
scientists.
or terrorist group. Okay, interesting. So there's, yeah, it's just it like pulls in. So Quartermain meets M.
Yeah, that's right. M is the guy that gathers everyone together, essentially.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot. This is a long.
What's the characters?
All right, let's see here. I am looking here. I don't recognize any of these. I see Tom Sawyer.
That's what
U.S.
Tom
Secret
Sawyer.
U.S. Secret Service agent Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, so Tom Sawyer's in it, and it's a ride.
That's interesting.
It's a ride.
Nemo has the first car apparently, and it's like, if you've never seen the photo of this thing, Alex, maybe look up the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the car.
Okay.
It's like 30 feet long, and it's got six wheels.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
And there's this ridiculous scene of it drifting through columns in Venice.
Oh my.
Okay.
It's
I see it.
Victorian
era-ish.
Yeah.
So it's more so just 4 tires in the front, and then one. Two sets of tires in the front, and one set in the rear.
Interesting.
And Nemo was like, I call it the automobile.
I call it the auto. I think it was called the Nautilus.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
According to what I have seen.
That's a submarine.
Did it turn into a sub?
No, not that. At least not in the movie.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe in the comics.
The League travels to Venice in Nemo's submarine, the Nautilus.
Boom.
So
it's not a car; it's a submarine, just like the upside down canoe.
What's the name of the car?
The Nautilus.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Well, it might be also called the Nautilus, but there's two different things. There's the sub and the car.
It's both.
He drove it out of the sub.
Here's a big picture of the car, and it just says, "Don't buy this."
Well, it's because it's at auction. Someone.
I don't know.
It's sold already. You can't buy it.
Yeah, probably sold quite a while
The one
ago.
guy that loves this movie is like, oh my god, I got everything.
Yep, gotta have it.
Sean Connery is my idol. Everything he did was gold.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's like the guy that bought the Gremlin from Green Hornet, but the Gremlin itself is not a very good. Or not? Was it? Didn't he drive an AMC Gremlin? Isn't that what the Green Hornet was?
In the TV show or the movie? The new movie? I
Newer
thought it was like
movie.
No, the newer movie was a Continental, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
It was
Continental.
Yeah, it was like a
older movie?
tricked out Continental.
Okay.
I've never seen anything past that.
Yeah. Okay, so it's called the Nautilus car. So it's both. He was not very good at naming things, I guess. He's like, nope, that's the Nautilus. That's the Nautilus. They're all the Nautilus. Look. Do you see?
Yep. I see.
So
From Drive Tribe.
Yep.
I wonder. I would be interested to see who the manufacturer of that, and watch it be.
Well, it says the chassis is from a Land Rover Fire Tender. Is that like a fire truck?
Maybe.
Fiberglass body was added to the steel subframe, and they constructed the engine bay to house a Rover V8. So.
So it. Okay.
So it blew up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's probably not.
But
Western.
so is it? My problem
It's
is
a really big paper.
Here's my problem with a lot of the the English stuff is it a Land Rover V8 or is it from the company Rover?
I think this makes it sound Rover.
So the company.
Did Rover ever make Land Rover motors?
I don't. There's no way.
I'm gonna look it up.
Weren't they almost? They were almost out of business in 2003.
Rover or Land Rover?
Rover. That's what you get for watching Top Gear. You know, you learn the stupid
Right?
Remember the episode where James May went into a Rover dealership with a camera in his tie?
It was pointed up at the sky.
Pointed up at the sky.
Of course,
So
you
good.
wouldn't know, but that was
It's amazing.
such a good bit. Yeah, that's
Still
where-
on. You can watch it on Motor Trend.
Motor Trend. Okay,
It's great. Yeah, all 23 seasons.
the first one too.
Yeah, they put it on recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, that's probably.
I mean, what do they do? Because
I
they
don't
always
know.
talk about season 2 about the stuff we added and
Well, I didn't in one of the first episodes
it was a lot
of
more.
the first season. They had They had that really huge guy that then became a mechanic for that other TV show.
That's not the same guy?
Same guy.
No way.
Yeah. What was?
Did he get shorter?
What's? No.
I felt like he was a lot taller.
In what?
Well, if according to you, if it's the same guy, then I thought he was taller.
No, not the host, not the host of season 1, but they had him on one of the episodes as like some scientist guy or something. Yeah. What's the show?
Wheeler Dealer.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
But season 1, I thought he was, because James May took his place as a consumer advice guy. Because James May, like season 2, all he did was finding
Ed China. That's his name.
Man China.
Ed China with 2 D's. All right, he's only 48. Interesting. Okay, now I need IMDb. IMDb.
Should we just entitle this episode 30 how to learn what
What a bad movie is.
What a bad movie is in 30 minutes.
Or
how to not really explain a movie that well in 30 minutes.
How to jump around from
under
that was.
It says Top Gear. This guy.
He must have lost weight.
When? No. He was not the host. He was not a host on Top Gear. He was like a brief person in one of the episodes.
No, but I thought they had a third guy in season 1.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So who's that?
He's bigger. He's a bigger dude.
Because that's what I was.
Just type in Top Gear. It'll appear on the
Top Gear season 1
on Google. Yeah.
Because that's what I was referring to was the, I guess the third host that eventually got canned.
All right. Dang it! I didn't want to click that.
Type in UK because I think it thinks it's the American one.
Type in the only one that matters.
Nonsense, though. Yeah, there's. All right. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay. Jason Daw was his name.
Yep.
Yeah. And I thought it said he was dead.
Reason, good thing they got rid of that guy.
I was
oh my goodness, he died.
He didn't go that far after Top Gear.
I don't think he did either.
He didn't make it,
He presented the first series of Top Gear on BBC Two alongside Jamie Clarkson and Richard Hammond. In 2005, he began presenting Used Car Roadshow. The show was canceled 2 years later.
Poor guy.
So
probably lives in a van now.
Probably one that he bought on Used Car Roadshow.
Last episode, I buy a van for myself.
And live down by the river.
It's getting canceled.
This is the last episode, therefore this is a very personal episode. I need to find a house. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. So back to Ed China.
On that bombshell, I am homeless.
He just steals the Top Gear extra outro.
Where did my mouse go? Surface? Do you want to switch to tablet mode? No, I do not. Give me my mouse back.
Never buy a Surface, people.
Come on. Why?
Just a laptop.
Exactly. Just buy a laptop.
Yeah, but can your laptop do this?
Actually, a lot of them can.
Shh. For those who aren't watching right now, I just pulled the keyboard off.
2020, we can do a lot of things. My desktop can do that.
My desktop can do that. I have a wireless HDMI. I just carry my monitor around.
Isn't that a thing yet?
China Top Gear. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, on YouTube. That's what I need. There he is. Look at how young and.
Can we play that? I don't know. Can we play that audio on this?
7 seconds only.
7 seconds.
That's for songs. I don't know what it would be for.
I could sing over it. I got a pocket full of sunshine.
No, copyright. It has to be generic music.
Yep.
I got a pocket full of
moonshine.
Spoof song. Those are safe.
Those are safe.
It's the Weird Al effect.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want. Anyways, yes, he was on Top Gear. That's what I was. Why did we get talking on this? I don't even remember.
Rover V8 from the Nautilus.
We still didn't find that out though.
No, I googled it and I couldn't find anything.
Okay.
But how did we? Oh yeah, because then we started. Yeah.
Backtracking.
So we're at like 35 minutes on this.
What? So I guess I don't know how long we want to do because we could do. We could stop it and start a new one.
Yeah, I think 30 is just a more digestible time.
I think I burned my tongue.
On the tea?
No, I did it at lunch.
Oh, okay.
It keeps hurting. Like, I touch it on the roof of my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and it, like, stings.
You're not supposed to bite it. That's why.
Oh. But it's so chewy.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on the first and hopefully not last
League of Extra Ordinary Gentlemen.
gentlemen.
Yay!